There is something quietly killing the kidneys of millions of people over 50, and most of them have absolutely no idea. No pain, no warning, no clue, just a slow, invisible breakdown happening inside their bodies, day after day, caused by habits they think are completely harmless. Then one day, it all crashes down, swelling in the legs, nausea, confusion, blood pressure out of control. And by the time the symptoms show up, it's often already too late. Make no mistake, kidney damage is silent, permanent, and deadly. And yet, right now, people just like you are drinking things, eating things, and doing things every single day that are silently poisoning these critical organs. Not once in a while, every single day. And here's what's most terrifying. Some of these so-called healthy habits are actually accelerating kidney failure without a single warning sign. Today, we're exposing the truth. We're going to show you the 10 daily mistakes that are stopping your kidneys from healing, draining your energy, and quietly stealing your health. If you've ever felt fatigue, noticed swelling, had high blood pressure, or just assumed your kidneys are fine because you feel okay, you need to hear this now. Because once kidney damage begins, there's no going back, only managing the decline. Welcome to Clean and Green Tips, where we bring you life-saving natural health strategies designed to protect your brain, body, and organs long after 50. If you care about staying independent and strong in your later years, hit that like button and subscribe. What you'll learn here might just save your kidneys and your life. Let's get straight to the point. Your kidneys are your body's filtration system. They clean your blood, regulate your fluids, balance minerals, and even control your blood pressure. They do this 24 hours a day without rest. But they're also fragile, and they don't regenerate like your skin or your liver. Once kidney tissue is damaged, it stays damaged. That's why prevention is everything. Now here's the problem. Most people are harming their kidneys, not through illness, but through everyday choices. The wrong drinks, the wrong pills, the wrong timing, and the first habit that causes silent damage. The one drink many believe is healthy when in fact, it may be doing more harm than good. Let's start with what's in your glass. Many people over 50 have switched from soda to flavored water or detox drinks, thinking they're doing something smart. But what they don't realize is that most of these beverages are filled with phosphates, synthetic sweeteners, preservatives, and potassium additives, ingredients that overwhelm and exhaust the kidneys with every sip. And here's the kicker. These additives don't just pass through your system. They build up. They slip past digestion, enter the bloodstream directly, and force your kidneys to work harder to clear them. Over time, this pressure leads to scarring, filtration loss, and irreversible decline. Have you been sipping lemon-flavored water from a bottle, using powdered hydration boosters, taking over-the-counter drinks that promise to flush toxins? You may be doing the exact opposite, locking toxins and forcing your kidneys to fight a losing battle. Even not drinking enough can be just as deadly. Mild dehydration, when repeated daily, thickens the blood, reduces kidney perfusion, and concentrates harmful waste in your system. It's one of the biggest silent killers behind kidney decline, and it feels like nothing. No pain, just dryness, fatigue, and quiet damage. Let me ask you, have you noticed puffy eyes in the morning, swelling in your hands or ankles, a sudden aversion to protein-rich foods? These could all be your kidneys begging for help. Drop a comment if any of that sounds familiar. You're not alone, and your story could help others act before it's too late. But hydration is just the beginning. We still need to talk about medications, processed foods, salt, meat, sleep, and even how you use your bathroom. Let's continue with one of the most underestimated threats to kidney health: over-the-counter painkillers. Yes, those common pills sitting in your bathroom cabinet, ibuprofen, naproxen, and other non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs can cause real harm when used too often, especially in people over 50. These medications may seem safe because they're everywhere, but what many people don't realize is that they reduce blood flow to the kidneys. That means every time you pop a pill for a headache, sore back, or joint pain, you could be cutting off the steady stream of blood your kidneys need to survive. And when you do that repeatedly, day after day, week after week, the damage adds up. The filtration process slows, the tissues stiffen, and your kidneys slowly start to shut down. You may not feel the effects immediately. That's what makes it so dangerous. The damage is quiet, gradual, and often irreversible. Now, let's talk about something even more common: salt. Not just what comes from the shaker, but the hidden salt in processed foods, soups, sauces, canned goods, frozen meals, and takeout. Excess sodium raises blood pressure, and when blood pressure goes up, the kidneys pay the price. High pressure forces your kidneys to work overtime just to keep up with filtration. Over time, this wears down the delicate blood vessels inside them. And it's not just blood pressure. Salt itself causes the kidneys to retain fluid, disrupt mineral balance, and even increase protein loss in the urine, another red flag for kidney disease. If your meals regularly come from a box, a bag, or a drive-through, your kidneys may already be under attack. Next up, too much protein. Yes, even healthy protein can cause trouble when it's overdone. That's because your kidneys are responsible for removing the byproducts of protein metabolism, specifically nitrogen and urea. When you eat too much red meat or large amounts of protein powder, your kidneys have to filter harder and faster to keep up. For someone with already declining kidney function, this overload can accelerate damage. That doesn't mean you need to cut out protein completely, but balance matters. Plant-based sources, like lentils, quinoa, and nuts, are easier on the kidneys than a daily diet of steaks, burgers, and protein shakes. Let's not forget the silent role of sleep. Poor sleep doesn't just make you tired, it affects every organ system, including your kidneys. During sleep, your body undergoes repair. Blood pressure lowers, inflammation drops, and filtration stabilizes. But if you're not sleeping well or not long enough, those processes are interrupted. Studies show that people who sleep fewer than 6 hours a night have a significantly higher risk of kidney disease over time. Prioritizing deep, restful sleep is one of the most overlooked ways to support kidney healing. Now, here's something that might surprise you. Holding in your urine? That's right. Delaying bathroom visits, especially for long periods, can create bladder pressure that backs up into the kidneys. It increases the risk of infection, urinary retention, and even kidney stones. If you're frequently ignoring the urge to go, whether it's because you're too busy, uncomfortable, or traveling, you may be creating unnecessary stress on your system. And while we're on the subject of infection, let's not ignore the importance of avoiding UTIs. In older adults, urinary tract infections can climb quickly into the kidneys, especially if ignored or untreated. For men, this can happen without classic symptoms. For women, postmenopausal changes increase the risk. One of the best ways to avoid infections: hydration, proper hygiene, and not holding it in. Let's take a moment here. Are you starting to recognize some of these habits in your own routine? It's not about guilt, it's about awareness. The earlier you understand what's harming your kidneys, the sooner you can start protecting them. Leave a comment if something's clicking. For you, your insight might help someone else make a life-saving connection. Now, before we move on, here's one more danger to be aware of. Sugary drinks, including fruit juices. Many people switch from soda to juice, thinking they're making a better choice. But juices, especially store-bought kinds, are packed with fructose, a type of sugar that's hard on your kidneys. Fructose increases uric acid levels, contributes to insulin resistance, and leads directly to kidney inflammation. So, if you've been drinking apple juice, orange juice, or sweetened teas every morning, thinking they're a healthy habit too, may be unknowingly triggering the opposite effect. What your kidneys want is simple: clean water, moderate food, steady blood pressure, and rest. Not flavor chemicals, not sugar, not a daily dose of inflammatory overload. The truth is, your kidneys are already working hard for you, every minute, every day. The least we can do is stop making their job harder. Now that you know the habits that are quietly hurting your kidneys, let's talk about how to support them naturally, effectively, and consistently. Because here's the good news: even if you've been making some of these mistakes for years, your kidneys still have a chance to recover, a chance to stabilize, a chance to keep working for you well into your 70s, 80s, and beyond. But that chance depends entirely on what you do next. The first step is always hydration, with intention. Don't just drink when you're thirsty. Drink to support your kidneys. Spread your water intake throughout the day. Start with a glass first thing in the morning, and avoid flooding your system all at once. Add a pinch of natural sea salt to 1 glass in the morning if your blood pressure allows it. Helps the water absorb better without overloading the kidneys. Avoid flavored waters, sweet teas, sodas, or energy drinks. They create a toxic burden your kidneys are forced to clean up. Stick with plain filtered water. Add a squeeze of fresh lemon if you want, taste, and yes, we mean fresh lemon, not bottled. Next, choose foods that clean, not clog. Build meals around vegetables like cauliflower, red bell peppers, cabbage, onions, and garlic. These support kidney detox and reduce the metabolic waste your body needs to eliminate. Reduce or eliminate ultra-processed meats, salty snacks, and anything that comes with a long list of ingredients you can't pronounce. Focus on plant proteins when possible: lentils, beans, chia, tofu, and reduce your reliance on heavy meats. If you enjoy animal protein, stick to smaller portions and choose high-quality sources. And don't forget fiber. Fiber from vegetables, seeds, and fruits helps your body eliminate waste through the digestive tract so your kidneys don't have to do all the work alone. Let's also talk about movement. Exercise is not optional. Gentle walking, stretching, or light resistance training improves circulation to the kidneys, reduces inflammation, and supports better filtration. It doesn't need to be intense, just consistent. 10 to 20 minutes a day is enough to keep your blood flowing and your organs happy. Don't overlook the power of rest and sleep. Your kidneys need downtime to repair, just like every other organ. Make sleep a non-negotiable part of your health plan. No screens before bed. Keep your room dark. Give your body the peace it needs to heal. And here's something that may surprise you: gratitude and calm support kidney health too. Stress hormones like cortisol constrict blood vessels and raise blood pressure, both of which make kidney function harder. So don't just care for your body, care for your mind. Slow down. Breathe deeply. Let your nervous system settle. If you've already been diagnosed with kidney disease, or if you have high blood pressure, diabetes, or a history of frequent medication use, you are not powerless. In fact, you now know more than most. You know the signs, you know the risks. And more importantly, you know the way out. Let's imagine something. You go in for your next blood test. Your doctor looks at your kidney function numbers and sees improvement. Your creatinine is steady. Your uric acid is down. And best of all, you feel it. Less swelling, more energy, clearer thinking. No more fear every time you go to the bathroom or look at your lab results. That's what happens when you start treating your kidneys like the vital organs they are. That's what happens when you stop the damage and start the healing. What? About you? Have you already made changes to support your kidney health? Have you seen signs your body might be in trouble? Share it in the comments. You might be surprised how many people out there are struggling in silence, just like you were. And if this video helped open your eyes, share it with a friend, a spouse, a parent. Kidney disease often hides until it's too late. Have to let it win. Knowledge is protection. Action is power. At Clean and Green Tips, we believe in prevention, in healing, in taking back control, one step at a time. Because your body wants to recover. Your organs want to work. You just have to stop getting in their way and start giving them what they need. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you in the next video.